Marcy, yeah. If you do see it in the core role, would you put Bat mid and Marcy off lane like a 3 Marcy?
That's the only, if it is a Marcy core, that is the only play.
Right.
I don't see a Batrider as a support, even though we see it from time to time, very rarely in competitive
But you
games
see him,
for
yeah. But you see him as a 5, and you already got the Bane, so.
yeah.
And that's a Black Archangel hero for sure playing the Bane. So I feel like Mars is most likely going to be a 4. How would you play the 4 though? Because I think we're all kind of experimenting as well on how the Marcy works in the competitive stage, and what the meta seems to be right now is either we go for like these sustainy builds and stretch for long games. That's usually what always happens with every patch when people kind of get used to the small iffy jiffies, what's going on. You tend to go for like these 40, 50, 55-minute average games. So how would you have to play the lane with the Marcy? I think that's something we're going to talk about more when the lane stage actually starts.
If it is a 4 Marcy with a Batrider, I mean, you play it pretty much like any melee position 4 with the Bat. You try to get your level 2 while you're allowing the Batrider to get level 3, because without the level 2 in Napalm, the Batrider does no damage. You can literally have
Right.
10 stacks on someone and you start flying over them and it does almost nothing. So you just get baited into a bad position. So once you get your level 2, then it's go time. If there's like 2 or 3 stacks on someone, the rebound onto the Bat gets a billion movement speed, which benefits the hero quite a lot, and then the dispose just to cancel the TP or just secure the kill, whatever the case. That's how you're gonna play the lane. You use your innate tankiness to just kind of run around the ogre, punch him a little bit here and there, you know, with that boing sound going on. And then when the Batrider is ready, you just jump to the side. Ogre Magi isn't close enough, and that's how you get the kills on the carry. Or if the Ogre Magi is really annoying, then you can turn around on him if you're the Bat. But really not that hard to play this lane in particular, if that's what they want to go for.
Well, we're getting rid of at least some team fights. Ultis, the Naga, the Tidehunter, both banned from HellRaisers and NoSorry. And now we're kind of just waiting for the closeout here. The carry pick for HellRaisers and potentially 1 to 2 for NoSorry, unless they want to flex this Batrider, put the TA safe lane, and last pick on offlaner. That's what HellRaisers is thinking right now, that you're missing a 3 in your team. But NoSorry might have a plan of their own and kind of mix things up a little bit. What would be the Pyro picks to go for right now? Like, is there anything, despite what position, is looking really good?
Well, first of all, HellRaisers, they have the last pick, so I think all of it depends if the Batrider is offlane or not. If it is, and you still want to run the Ogre Magi as a 5 and not send the Nyx there to annoy him, then you are kind of limited with the heroes that you can go for. Because PL Band, the Naga Band, those would be ideal illusion-based heroes against the TA, against everything that NoSorry has are really good, but these two are the only ones that can deal with the Bat early on. So that is the thing that you kind of have to think about. There is a CK in the pool who might be okay against the Bat, but still I would stay away from it. So it is gonna be a TA safe lane, so the Batrider in the off lane. So as I said, HellRaisers, now it depends. If you want to put the Nyx in the lane against the Bat, if you are aware of the fact that the hero can destroy the Batrider, you can play anything. I don't really see like a hero that you could even go for that Terrorblade. Even that is a possibility if you're laning the Nyx there. Though you know, ideally for them, a ranged carry. Yeah, there it is. A Morphling is one that actually is okay against the Bat somewhat, right? He has his own escape mechanism. The problem with the Morphling is if the Bat gets ahead, you start morphing, you're just gonna be taking more and more damage from the burns, then it's gonna be a problem. So even if this is a Morphling who is first few levels actually okay against the Bat, you get level 3, you're still fine with the waveform. I still want the Nyx Assassin to lane with him. And HellRaisers, they do seem like the kind of team that could swap things out.
Kind of looking at Dream going for the Templar. He's played 2 games on TA. Might be more, but at least these are the ones that I found him play inside the last month. Most lately, he's been playing against we see the Virtus Pro Series, for example. He played P8, Juggernaut, and Juggernaut. So pretty slick hero pool. Plus the Medusa also was in that series. 2 Medusa games against HF as well. I think that was with the I actually don't know which one this is, just looking up the games where they've been playing. But TA, nevertheless, and Last Hero and Yawn making the offlane duo with the Marcy Batrider for NoSorry. I'm, you know, I feel like I'm going with an open mind in this one. I just want to watch some good Dota and see what these two teams are going to come up with. It's hard for me to actually say who's going to be better, who's going to be winning this game, because we've brought a lot of stuff, you know, like HellRaisers, what are they doing here? Why are they in Division 1? And NoSorry is like, well, you're going to have to go through us first, and this is the first game, literally, you're going to have to play.
Yeah, it definitely is. So, you know, guys, when someone says I'm gonna go with an open mind, what it really means is I don't have the guts to say who's gonna win, so that I don't get flamed by the chat later on. So that is.
Still need to build the confidence, yeah.
That is what my boy Panda did here, and since he did it, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Just kidding. I'm liking what NoSorry have. I think they have the heroes to deal with HellRaisers. I know that HellRaisers on paper should be coming in as the better ones, but going just off the draft, I think the Batrider should be doing quite well in the lane. Marcy is just, I'd say, one of the best, if not the best laning compadres to the Batrider. That rebound movement speed, it is insane. Like that you give to your teammates. It is just insane. 45%. Imagine a Batrider using the Firefly. It's just insane how fast he goes. And I think if this Batrider gets somewhat of a decent timing on his BKB, they deal with the Nyx Assassin somewhat. These guys on the side of HellRaisers, they are just gonna melt. So that is one of the main reasons that I'm gonna be going for NoSorry.
I'm going to say one thing. I know this patch has brought a lot of joy and a lot of fun stuff, but I have to say one thing is already broken for me. My camera is not responding to anything, so unless we go with the good old move and drag, I'm a Matumba Man guy. I use my arrow keys for moving the map.
Me too.
Or my
me
camera.
too, and it's not working for me either. I'm literally
so
2 days in a row just dragging. Yeah, I have the same thing, you know. Today during the during the Division 1 games, there were people in chat like, is the viewing experience broken for you? Can you watch the game in Dota? And I'm like, yeah, it's broken for me as well. And they're like, oh, thank God. It's like they're happy that there's someone else.
That's the thing. You have like a soul sister or a soul brother to kind of share the burden that, hey, we're in the same boat, and this boat has got a lot of holes in it, but now we got 2 people to fill it in, so we understand what we're going through, right? Like this is a coping mechanism for us as well. So thank you, Harry. I'm not alone with this thingy. Hopefully we get, you know, there are a lot of patches or a lot of hot fixes, which I'm actually praying to get as soon as possible. Tri-lane setup for now, as they want to call it. Watson! Look at that happen! Woohoo! All right. So that's a Marcy toss into TA throwing a Meld Strike and a Brain Sap from the Bane, and now we got a turnaround coming in from Gilgir with the stun, and hey, they're gonna go again.
Yeah,
they're gonna go for the second
one.
kill. Gilgir's gonna fall as well, and it's 2 in a row, 2 out of 2, 100%. I would say some sports guy's gonna be really happy. For every shot you take, it's always worth it. This time it is.
Man, these ladies are scary. Marcy plus the TA. I mean, man, this one reduces your armor and this one punches you in the face. It's definitely not easy, but when you have a tri-lane, you want to get kills. So I'm actually surprised that HellRaisers just are committing so many heroes. Now with the Nyx TP being used, first of all, the Timbersaw is going to suffer on the top lane. Here on the bottom lane, they're definitely going to suffer now, especially if there's no pool going through, and there's not going to be any pool coming through, at least not for the time being. So this kind of puts the Morphling in a bad spot. At least they'll get Black Archangel.
Tough battle in mid. He's got the Cold Snap available. There's the heal, at least, for a second. Bane gets hunted down. They were very close to dying in the mid lane, so just had to quickly jump on that. And now HellRaisers is also getting their first kill onto the very low Bane, who was strolling around, going for the quick TP back into the lane. I have to tell, this is really bugging me that I can't actually move my camera in any way. I'm just, you know, jumping from hero to hero. I guess everybody has that.
I drag it on the minimap, if that's easier for you.
Yeah,
that's how I do it.
It's an option.
So, that you're not gonna be taking TA, getting gone on. It's in trouble.
Nice jump though. Refraction is there, quickly broken, but it just might be the thing that they needed. Ignites is going to be there. The waveform doesn't do enough. It doesn't actually even hit the refraction. And it goes straight into one of the charges. But the TA walks back in for a stun from Malady. And it is, you know, it's just a lot of trading back and forth. Another salve popped by the Morphling. That's probably his own salve, as he does get the full HP out of it, not just the half.
Dream God. Oh. Oh, again they're going for Morphling. We missed the kill, but it doesn't matter because...
Well, we missed this. I was looking at mid, and I was like, wait, they finally actually killed in mid, and oh, they used the full combo again on the Morphling. Sure thing. Yeah, you gotta never go full agi on this lane.
This is a big thing that Rebel is winning the mid lane heavily. Yeah, you know, in CS it wasn't that big of a deal, but in now that you get a kill, that's a big deal. Why? Because when there's a aggressive trial lane being played, it's very hard for you to go back to the safe lane. It's just not easy to do. The Timbersaw there will be problematic, and once the Invoker starts rotating with this kind of a start, he should be the one to rotate first. It's gonna be dangerous for these low-level heroes to stay in the bottom lane. So it's quite nice for HellRaisers. Sure, NoSorry are crushing the bottom, but as soon as the first rotations come, it's gonna be out to pay. Melody.
Yep, there we go. Nice toss into the Meld Strike again, and that has been beautiful so far for NoSorry, and it works again. Waveform on Watson onto the Marcy will be able to get the kill. Yond will drop down dead. It's gonna be a 1-to-1 trade here in this bot lane again. A lot of battling going on between these two, but that's a really nice combo. You see the toss from the Marcy into the Meld Strike and the Brain Sap follow-up. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, for sure. And to all of the haters who are saying that the patch wasn't huge, guys, for the entirety of the year, the Eastern European region until minute 7 has had approximately 0.5 kills. So now we have 7. So this is definitely the biggest patch that we've seen in Dota for the past year, because this is some action that we definitely did not expect.
The patch has buffed up East Europe.
The viewing experience of East Europe. I think that's the...
I guess you can buff the viewers as well. Don't buff them too much, though. First 5 minutes of play behind Watson is the one with the least CS, but he's had a really rough lane. This aggro tri lane from NoSorry has worked beautifully so far. Marcy's been doing a lot of lifting, you could say, in this lane. 0, 1, and 4 already. Rebound is a pretty nice spell, but so is the Dispose. Basically disposing of his enemies, of her enemies.
Yeah, the spell is supposed to just disposition your enemies, but you just dispose of them for good. And now the Morphling? Oh no, they go for the Ogre again.
Yeah. That's a crazy amount of damage. How do you survive in this lane?
Top lane?
That is so nuts. Diving onto last hero as well. He was pretty deep in the lane. I think he was trying to get a desperate kill onto the Timbersaw, and you know, once you're too deep, you're fully committing into it. He did have level 6 and the lasso, but I guess the Timber was able to juke and evade him for the time being.
This play from NoSorry is definitely cool, but I'm still very much afraid for them just because of what the Invoker can bring to the table. You know, you can see that he's already starting to bring down the bat. If last hero doesn't get a pretty solid game, it's gonna be problematic.
Again onto the Ogre, and that's going to be Black Archangel with the killing spree. TA trying to make a run for it. Good Nightmare usage onto the Morphling. Gilgear doesn't want to grab it for himself. They're going to be able to walk out of this one. Again, another kill. They've got 6 kills in this lane.
Gilgear?
And look at that, Morphling beautiful onto the Morphling. There's a Ravage, though, onto 3. Stuns everybody on the spot. Watson also burnt all of his 1 charges, so Marcy's already going in for another one. Cooldown's about to come off back online. Now to get the grab onto Gilgear, though. Like, this is the tri-lane of dreams. The worst thing that can happen is you give the first kill, you've already technically lost the lane because they get such a big XP boost out of it. It's very hard to recover from that. They start off... They started off with instant kills. Yeah, I love Rabel's already positioning himself ready here to help his buddies out. Like, you got these kills to start things off with and continue from there. Now they're going to go for the Cold Snap onto the TA, but they got to break it first to get those mini stuns out in action, and they're going to lose the Nyx Assassin, and they're going to grab the Ogre as well, as Manic is going to be here on the Ember Spirit, disposed to the back line, and hammering down is going to be Dream. 3-0-5 on the Templar. Look at this lady's net worth. She's hitting 4K already. That's like a 1,000 gold lead basically on your carry compared to your entire opponent's team.
Yep, that's a
Sick.
big advantage. The problem also with the HellRaisers lineup is that they are very damage limited. The Ogre, Morphling, Nyx, even the Invoker, they don't do that much damage at the start of the game. You would ideally want to play around your Timber at the early mid game to be able to get something done. So I thought, poor Malady, just look away. We need to make this
on
family
CS
friendly.
by the time. Manic is going to be there, but the Nightmare doesn't take any damage since the Slate's going to be there. However, they surround the Ogre, full wanded up. Last hero gets killed by Miero in the top lane with the help of the Invoker. And that's actually pretty useful for them because they do get the Ogre kill in the bot lane, but this Timber is actually off to a pretty good start. This is the one good lane for them.
Yep, he is. Both the Timber and the Batrider are very farmed. That is what happens when the Batrider wins the lane and then he dies twice. That is what you're gonna see. Very high level heroes with a lot of farm, and both the Bat and the Timber are up there. Though, oh man, the action is never ending. They're just brawling. But the problem I see here for NoSorry, right, with their lane going so well, sure, it's nice. The problem, as I said, HellRaisers don't have that much damage. So when the heroes are relatively low level, it does help you actually bring them down. So Rabel, that's why he needs those earned charges, and now they're gonna go for the Ember.
Very good poke here onto Manic, completely drained out. Most likely has to walk all the way back home. He is gonna wait for his mana to come back up, so he's able to teleport home. Remnant is there. No need to take the walk of shame. Wand gives him just enough mana to dish out a Slate and still be able to TP. Dream, however, rushing the Desolator. Already 5,000 net worth pre-10 minutes. Usually hit 5k at the 10-minute mark or after. So he's going to be ahead of his timings if he stays alive. Tornado, though, does connect onto Black Archangel. The Bane scouting out some opponents. I found them, but they will also take me with them. Manic diving onto the Invoker. We got the jump coming out from Marcy. Toss is there as well. Straight into the carapace of Gilgear. Malady is also joining in the fun, and they're going to be hunting down Yond. Gilgear 2 more seconds until his stun's going to be available, and that is a very dead Marcy to me. And Watson, as he turned into the Ember form, he's able to get the right clicks in and get that kill for himself. That will be his third.
Top lane, they're chasing on Miero. This time around, last hero
Oh,
finally
nice lasso
have
canceling the Timber chain as well. He's got another one, though. Tornado is going to be pushing this Batrider away from him. Flame Break does connect as well. Gilgear dropping very, very low. Chakram there as well to last hero. And with the Cold Snap, almost enough to actually take him down. Gilgear finally hunted down as Manic able to snipe him. Last hero able to get out as well. Still alive on the Bat. Weren't able to get the kill on the Timber Saw, but they were a bit spread it out by the time he was using his lasso. Otherwise, a fine attempt. Still get a kill. Keeps everyone alive. Most important.
I'm okay with NoSorry actually going a bit deeper with the supports. If you are constantly dying in the enemy part of the jungle with the supports and you're giving the TA the space to farm, what you want to do with the TA lineup is hit that timing, the Deso Blink BKB or just Deso BKB, doesn't matter. That is when the hero starts crushing everyone. Given that the TA is already super far ahead, your lineup is working well, so you just want to hit those timings at a reasonable time. So right now, what you want to do is secure that the TA doesn't die, because HellRaisers, they're probably shaking in their boots, thinking, how are we gonna survive? They have a physical damage. All of their heroes will die in literally 2 hits. Invoker, deleted. Even the Timber, if he doesn't have the stacks, he's gonna die. The next assassin, poor guy, I don't even want to think about him. And the Ogre, they're just gonna be completely obliterated. So NoSorry, now the play for them is be aggressive with your supports, keep good vision, tank the smokes, and make sure that the TA hits the timing, because you played the early game quite well.
They're gonna find the Bane on a casual D ward. He does get the D ward. Rabel will get the kill nevertheless. This Invoker still unkilled, 303. Going to be a very important piece of the puzzle here for HellRaisers with the setups. Tornado is it's a bit iffy against the TA though. Malady tries to go for the TP out, not going to work out for him. The Invoker interactions with the Tornadoes, and you don't really break the refraction charges. That's kind of like if you go for, like, you know, maxing out the Tornado points and having that long duration time in the air, that's more time for the TA to get your refraction charges back off cooldown. So you really got to time your spells right and on the right moment. This time it misses.
Oh, Invo is in a bad spot.
They are going to be diving the Invo. Do they find him though? They know the Hindergas is there. AKA Ghost Walk. Oh, the sentry's gonna be there. They finally got information and tossing him in. And there's the dust, but they already got the kill. So that's gonna be the full team of NoSorry pummeling down that Invoker. And now straight deeping onto Morphling, but not quite close enough.
You don't want to stay on the bottom lane too much. NoSorry, they just want the T8 to farm that one, go back into the triangle, and you want to get as far away from there as possible. So that's why they smoked and mass TP to the mid lane. You know, you need to, ever since the change to the bounty runes, you want to control your jungle as well. You just don't want to let it go like that. So that's why they just immediately smoke from that one. You can see the Dream is alone on the bottom lane with, you know, Marcy just being around potentially to break the smoke. But as soon as you see more heroes on the map, he's going to start TPing towards them, because then you know that the TA is safe.
Zero on the chase, gonna get stunned up by the next assassin. Surprise, surprise. There's a gang squad arriving as they've got the Fiend's Grip onto the Timbersaw, burning slowly down, and Miero about to suffer his first death of the game. And Gilgir's gonna die as well inside the tree line. So that is gonna be 2 going from NoSorry. And I like the read from HellRaisers, but they just weren't surprised that there's gonna be 3 extra heroes arriving on top of that Batrider.
And you can see with HellRaisers not really pressuring the mid lane, NoSorry don't have to smoke again. It is the same thing. You don't want to stay on the top lane for too long. You want to fight, get out, and on the bottom lane you want to secure the TA, get out. Ideally you get some kills, and that's what happens when the Invoker TPs like that. Makes a slight mistake, you punish him. But literally the side lanes aren't a place where NoSorry want to play. Even when they are on the side lanes, they're gonna be infiltrating the jungles and just securing the vision and getting themselves towards the mid lane as fast as possible. You see that Black Archangel and Yond are constantly there.
Yeah.
And HellRaisers, they need the Invoker and the Timbersaw together. They need 2 cores to play together right now if they want to get kills. For now, it seems like they're okay with the status quo, but I'm not sure if you should be, given that the TA will be the one to hit the timing first in this game, and pretty hard, to be honest.
I love how Manic is the one to carry the vessel in this game, because there's no other hero who could technically build it in this game. Bat really needs other items. Your TA must go damage. Your supports, well, I mean, technically Marcy maybe, but I guess you just prioritize on, you know, casting range and being able to initiate above of the vessel. And look at this Marcy go on the hunts. There's gonna be the timber chain from Miero, and Marcy will be taken down. Didn't really get anything done in this fight, and now Watson on the hunt, forcing away Manic. HellRaisers will claim 1 soul for themselves as NoSorry disengage.
This is why the bottom lane is so hard to just run into like that. They had the blink on the bat, so I expected if the bat was the one initiating, sure, that does make sense. But if you're just running in that on such a long road towards your enemies, there's gonna be a response for sure. And HellRaisers lineup is really good when you run into them.
What they can do here, Tornado does connect onto the Batrider, and a lot of damage instantly thrown in by Miero with the help of the Morphling. And Rabel, he's being focused on. Yond will be able to take down at least one with the help of Manic getting the last hit. There's the Fiend's Grip onto the Timbersaw as well. And Miero not able to get out because the stun's going to be connecting, and the Ogre's about to drop as well. Gilgir able to land the 2-man stun. Marcy very low on HP. Watson able to get in and get the kill with the waveform, and that's going to be a 3 for 2. They're going to get more because Gilgir looks to be death number 4 for the team. And NoSorry able to hold the tower, fight under the tower, keep it up, and get 4 kills at the cost of 2.
The HellRaiser is going a little bit too deep. I can understand that they're feeling the pressure. They should be feeling the pressure. The thing is, right now, the second you see more heroes deeping in around the place that NoSorry are... oh, Morphling caught. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's really big because they're not able to even get any backup on time. The tower down, the Morphling killed. I mean, they could just go straight for Roshan from here.
This is what NoSorry were looking to do for the entirety of the game. Farm the side lanes and kind of collapse to the mid lane if possible. So that is what you want to do.
Let's see what they can do here though, because I think they should fight this, but Roche is already too low for them to actually do anything here. Dream even halting for a moment in the pit.
Literally, we're waiting for HellRaiser's mistake. As soon as the mid lane tower falls, you know that the Roche is going to be your next objective. And look at this. The TA is so high on items that she's dropping them all around. She's even giving charity into the river. That is just a big show of our bottom.
They can get this kill. That's going to be a very important one for the Invoker. Gilgear's the one to right-click it in the end to get the final hit. Nevertheless, a kill is a kill, and that pushes the Invoker this much closer to finishing off the Midas. Midas, which might sound like, why are you going Midas in this game in the Invoker? But you kind of have to. Like, you don't really have another option in this game. Plus, if it's a comeback Midas, might just be the tool that they need for HellRaisers to get back into the game.
Yeah, right now, HellRaisers, they know that the mid-game is not in their possession. The only way they win the mid-game is if NoSorry start overextending. They win back-to-back 2-3 team fights, and then they're back. But ideally, what you want to do is split the map. You know, Batrider can catch you, but if the Nyx Assassin is scouting, he sees some heroes, you dodge the enemies a few times, you delay the game that way, you can actually come back into it. So I'm okay with the Midas. You are definitely in a bad spot. If you're HellRaisers, you feel it, and you need to dodge this TA timing. The problem is that her strongest timing is the second Roche. So it's like 10-15 minutes that HellRaisers need to dodge without giving too much to the enemies. A lot is going to be on the back of this Nyx to give the vision. So Gilgear, he needs to put his big boy pants on, because if he's not giving his team the right info, he's in trouble. And you can see it's HellRaisers Gilgear punching bag. So understandably so, he knows what his role in this game is.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. That's something that he needs to play in this game. But most importantly, you pick this Nyx Assassin for specific reasons, and most importantly, it has to be your vision game in this team. The lockdown from the Impale is nice, and helping out with the Carapace to counter heroes like, well, TA Melt Strikes or the Firefly from the Batrider. You can maybe catch the Marcy, but no, that's not really your goal here. You want to be able to control the two big cores on NoSorry's side and the vision. So this Nyx Assassin can work out really well for HellRaisers. Downside is if you're having to play from too far behind and you don't have a damage dealer on your team. So if the Morphling ain't able to help, if the Invoker doesn't have the farm for it, if the Timber is getting killed over and over again, Nyx Assassin feels like a creep. Like, he doesn't have a role in this game if he doesn't have the backup. He's a punching bag, but he's a team punching bag.
He is, and you could see there for a second I got scared because they said Knopka reconnecta не работает. It means that the reconnect button isn't working, and I was but it's fine, he is back. And they all said, okay, I had this problem as well, just restart Dota, everything is gonna be fine. But yeah, talking about the Nyx Assassin again, he's going for a blink. He has to do it this game. His stuns are gonna be a big thing, but even if you survive, you know, as we said, the second Aegis, this is only the first one, mind you, if you survive the second Aegis, the initiation, the big team fight stun for the side of HellRaisers is this Nyx Assassin. So Gilgear, yeah, you know, no pressure at all. You need to give vision to your team with minimal deaths, scout everything, and then later on win the team fights on your own. So yeah, no pressure for Gilgear. He's gonna do that with minimal effort for sure.
Yeah, Malady, not the best time to go for an E-ward, unless it's a full-on bait. Maybe they can kill this Ember Spirit, a lot of stuns and nukes, and it's gonna be just no, it's not gonna be enough. He's just gonna get out of there. Oh my goodness. Maybe the Ignite tick's gonna do it enough. No, no! Oh, he's still got it. The Ignite duration lasts for it just never ends. The eternal torture and burning. This is like an ogre from hell, as they've got the Fiend Script connecting onto the Timber Assault. Bat's gonna be there. Marcy's gonna be following up on it, and Dream to join in as well. Oh boy. Well, you got a 1-for-1 trade.
As you were mentioning Eternal Torture, the Timber was getting Fiend's Grip. So yeah, Eternal Torture on multiple sides in this game. But the reason why that Ember got so close to get himself out is because Gilgear made a mistake. He didn't use the Spike Carapace stun. So with all of the spells, they broke through the Flame Guard first, and then his Spike Carapace did nothing. So it was Gilgear. As I said, this is a problem when you put so much pressure on someone. He knows just how much he needs to do in this game, and then you start making some mistakes that are hard to make. It was easy for him to get all the stuns out, but now
scouting out already. Gilgear pretty early there with the Carapace, and he might just be the casualty here. Last hero froze into dust. Nyx Assassin being hunted. Gilgear finally taken down. Yawns now looking for some extra targets, and maybe Watson's one, but he's already TP'd away. Malady in the lane. Black Archangel moving around with the Shadow Amulet. Nobody to be found though. You know what actually came to my mind about that whole hell reference on the ogre? We need like an ogre laugh and then a big-ass red filter, you know, like red color filter, and then just base boost his laugh or something like that, you know, like absolute chaos and mayhem, you know?
You're gonna have to create that because I'm not imaginative enough to actually think about what you meant there. So I'm sorry, but I'm hoping our viewers are. You know, we don't have to be
somebody is like, what is he on to? But yeah, no worries. There's always someone who understands. Ah, I get you. You're a panda. We know you're stupid and silly, but you're unique in a way, and we love you for it. Anyway, 4-man smoke coming out from HellRaisers, leaving the base. Timber saw the lone hero in the top lane. I believe they have an idea of it because there's a courier flying by. So they know Miero is going to be there. His courier's down. Last hero, close, but not close enough. And there's an Ember Spear in the bot lane, and their smoke has ran out. So no luck with this guy. Oh, no. I'll take that back. There's the lane ward right here in the corner showing his TP. And this time, Manic doesn't have to burn for too long. They're humane. They let him out of his suffering right away. This lane ward right here.
Dude,
solid.
They drowned him. They drowned him. It was like even worse. I don't know what's worse, like dying from being burnt to death or just drowning him there. Morphling used the adaptive strike, you know, extinguishing the flames, which lore-wise does make a little bit more sense. But HellRaisers, they're not done. They know without the Ember.
They know about the next assassin, though. They put the sentry down, so they see him on the high ground, but he's going to surprise him! Beautiful Ravage from Gilgir onto 3. Ignite's going to be there, coming in as well, burning him and slowing them down. BKB has been popped by Dream, though, and forces the Invoker away. Nero going for the dive. They're going to take down the Batrider, and now Dream, what can he do? He's still got the Blink Dagger available, but it looks like they're just going to give away Black Archangel. Going to get hit by the Sun Strike. Stun doesn't quite connect. Adaptive Strike is ready, and they've got the Vision. And again, more water to drown their victims, and that's going to be 2 going in the way of HellRaisers, plus the BKB charge forced off of the TA. So that's a big win for HellRaisers.
Man, HellRaisers is the second they started losing and started understanding that they are not stronger than their opponents, they started playing amazingly in this game. Again, Gilgir giving all the vision in the world. They even knew that he was there and they just lined themselves up, and that was without the blink. Now he has the blink. Now his job is easy. So NoSorry, I wouldn't want to be in their skin right now because a 9-second BKB gone. The Aegis is gone.
This is so good.
This is amazing.
Really good timing because they only now just found out about the ward, but they're already here. Blink stun from Gilgir. They're going to be the meatball. Beautiful nukes on the Watson almost dies there. They're able to get down the next assassin, but holy damn, Watson went down to less than 10% HP. And barely keeps himself alive. Damn, that's a lot of damage that he took in such a short time span. That was a TA Meld Strike doing 1,800 damage, Mason. Well, not the Meld Strike, but a total of 1,800 in a really, really small time span.
That was insane. This is what the Marcy does to you. You're actually unaware of the range that she has. You're always like, okay, he's not close enough. Did they just... Okay, it's their trap. Sorry about that. So you're always unaware of just how close she is. The next assassin there went in with the stun. He had the Spike Carapace stun that would have ensured that the Ember dies like in a second, you know, without leaving his stun. But the Marcy disposes him from downtown. And this is something that the new hero being played. You know, yeah, sure, she has been played in pubs, but just not that often. The pro players are, of course, going to be staying away from her because she doesn't give them too much in terms of competitive games. So now they are... you could see Gilgir, he's like, I have time for my Spike Carapace. Even like a 0.5-second stun probably would have been enough to kill the Ember, but because you think that the Marcy is far enough away, you just mess it up, and in the end you pay with your life for it.
Well, the first 25 minutes played out. NoSorry with a 3K lead. Well, let's see what happens in this team fight, because they found themselves an Invoker. That's a great way to start the fight. Rabel's already down before he even has time to react to anything. And they have the Nightmare connecting onto the Ogre, so Malady is going to be 2 down. And they also recognize that we should get the hell out of this area. HellRaisers instantly pushing out the bottom lane. Downside is there's a catapult coming onto your high ground, and Dream wants to lead the charge. So this is a great way to pull them back into the base. Force out the Glyph as well. And Roche is up in 10 seconds. That's a really fast Roche, and everything favors NoSorry right now, Harry.
Yeah, they got everything they needed, you know. There was that one time where HellRaisers were doing well, but the second that the next assassin doesn't find his opponents, it's a problem. So, NoSorry, they are really forcing this one. If they get the Raxes right now, okay, they're gonna go for the range ones. They understand it's way too aggressive to go for something more. Will the catapult finish them off? Sure. So that lane pushing in constantly, sure, it's easy to get itself out, but they just run straight into the pit. HellRaisers, they should respond to this. You shouldn't give it for free, because then it means you're gonna be losing the mid lane Raxes. There's just gonna be a move from NoSorry. The lanes are not pushed out far away, and no, HellRaisers are scared. And this is a free Roche.
Yep, they throw in the Sunstrike. Downside is Roche is already down. Let's see what they do. They could hide in the trees. That is one option. This is a classic. They're like, well, we're gonna hold our high ground, right? This is the classic turtle bait. One of the opponents walks into the lane. Maybe the rest of the team shows up and they have full vision on this area. But they're just farming in the triangle. So classic, let's kill Roche and let's just hit the jungle creeps. HellRaisers weren't expecting them to do that.
You're not seeing anyone on the map. You don't want to fight immediately after the Roche, because enemies can come from anywhere and you don't know. So a surprise stun from the Nyx on 2-3 of your heroes, you know how dangerous it is. So NoSorry, now when they have waited enough, so they can just push in the mid lane and then go for a play.
So you don't believe in the pub mentality of, okay, we just wiped the team, we killed Roche, and now we're hitting jungle creeps. Okay, so that never happens. That never happens in pubs. Malady, though, gonna get hunted down. Remnant jump right on top of the Ogre. NoSorry will find their first kill, maybe a secondary. Gilgear able to blink out just before the connection comes out as well from the Ember Spirit. So a support given. Everybody seems to fall up. But Dream is very alone here in mid. They're not jumping here, though.
There was a epic battle, or an epic Morphling being afraid of the TA, you know, afraid of strong women there from him. You know, TA just punching him, getting himself getting him out of the way, and now they want to push. This was the idea from NoSorry all the time. Get to your high ground, wait out, see where the enemies are, potentially get a pickup, but not that important, and then go to the mid lane. So they did everything perfectly here after getting the Aegis. This is their timing. This is the one that HellRaisers have to survive. But the thing is, I think NoSorry actually have the lead necessary to end this game. Right now, if you're HellRaisers, you have a very low chance of winning, and it comes back off of either a big mistake from NoSorry and overdive, or your Nyx assassin just getting an amazing stun off. But that would also kind of need to be a big mistake from NoSorry in terms of positioning. You should just put your TA in front, get rid of the tier 2 towers, and prepare yourself to turtle once more for the next Roche. So it's HellRaisers, it's their time to make a move, and they're going into a 10k gold deficit and into an Aegis. So definitely not a good position for them.
Let's see what they can do. NoSorry definitely wants to be the team worthy of that victory title they got from that previous tournament before their DPC games have begun. Let's see if they're truly worthy of being champions. Their first series here in tour number 3, an important one as well. An early victory, and even against a team like HellRaisers would be a great start for them. Nyx Assassin, though, in a lot of trouble inside the tree line. I wish my camera worked, but the Timber Saw is going to get double ulted. The Lasso and the Fiend Script both used buyback coming in from them as well. That's only the Nyx Assassin. Nyx also gets slowed up, silenced up. Oh, poor Gilgear, just dieback for nothing.
They have no fight now. They have no fight on HellRaisers, and NoSorry knows it.
That's pretty much it.
This is another lane of Rax. I think HellRaisers, you need to make a very hard decision right now. Let's not fight. Delay as much as possible so that you can set yourself up for a fight on the bottom lane on your tier 2. If you just wait on the high ground, it's going to be problematic. They're being caught.
Timber coming with a buyback. Ogre going to be buying back as well. They got the root on the Ember Spirit, and they have to grasp this moment for themselves. Watson dishing out the damage. Ember going to be falling down. There's going to be one down. Manic falls. We do have Dream with the high ground still with the Aegis as well. Marcy going to get tossed backwards with the Lotus Orb interaction. And Watson is still alive. BKB popped by last year, going for the TP out on Black Archangel into the tree. Starts with the TP out as well. Won't be able to. The cold snap's going to be connecting. Bat only gets out thanks to the BKB. And TA also makes her way out of this fight. And Aegis still intact. That's almost a lane gone. They've got the melee rack still up. They did buy back on 2 heroes, but they get 3 kills. So HellRaisers, they're not out yet.
This is now a big question. Was it worth to lose your timing there for the 2 buybacks? Usually you're gonna be okay, those buybacks are cool, but I think NoSorry would have been better off if they were just attacking the Raxes and focusing on those. If HellRaisers going in, and then you reinitiate just playing around your TA and you win the fight 100%. Plus, if HellRaisers would buy back, you just back out. So NoSorry getting a little bit ahead of themselves. Something that we see a lot in Eastern Europe is that you want to crush your opponents, and I understand it, but now this gives HellRaisers a chance. Overtake the map. NoSorry need to be patient right now, patient.
Let's see what they can do. Gilgir gonna go with the blink stun. They got the Marcy targeted, and that's gonna be 1 down. Watson, Matt's already used half down to HP. And let's see what they can get here, because you've got Dream in the fight. BKB already running out. Miro very low with the Timber. Saw Malady in the front. He's got the stun ready. Will connect onto the Ember Spirit, and HellRaisers, they're on the run. They're trying to get out of there. Rabel's gonna get one shot by Dream, and that's gonna be Morphling in big trouble as well. They do get the Lotus Orb to purge out one of the Vessel charges. They do have the Malady Ogre caught as well. That will be number 3. And a pause from Manic as he disconnects mid-fight. The Morphling is running away, though, so I believe Manic should actually be fine, because the Morphling's going out. The Chakram's not going to be enough damage, so the Ember's going to live. And yeah, even the players are saying that this does feel like
Yon doesn't even know.
He doesn't even know which patch.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, this is unprofessional at so many levels. I really can't believe.
Yeah,
but
the
Ember
disrespect is real. Yes. The fun fact is, I feel like my camera working is also from like patch, I don't know, 6.5 or something like that, because this is really unresponsive and I can't do anything half of these fights. But I'm trying my best. Watson. He's down. Ember lives, as said. Oh, it's not the Ignite again. 5 HP. That's all he needs. They're toying with him.
What was definitely shown in that last engagement is that NoSorry are too far ahead. HellRaisers did everything right. You know, they waited for NoSorry to make a mistake, go deep. They bought back. They pushed them out. They outpushed the waves. They got into a good position, and they still get a solid jump and lose the fight at a good timing when the Aegis was expiring. So that just goes to show. Oh, Dream.
The stun's quite not on the point, though, and he's going to have to use his Carapace so he doesn't get killed by Dream and those side blades. My camera starts to charge to the left for some reason.
Charge.
Tower is going to be going down. That's just 1.5 lanes to go. They got the melee racks in the top lane, and the bot lane is basically your last line of defense.
Now it's just control the Roche area. You know, for the next minute and a half, you're gonna be playing the bottom part of the map, because that's the only lane that naturally it doesn't go in your favor. You're gonna play that one. Then after that, you force HellRaisers into the base and you transfer to the top part of the map. That's what NoSorry are gonna do. For now, they're maximizing their farm, and with them being spread out like this, they should get together fast, because HellRaisers, they know there's not much for them to wait for. If they don't get out now and set up good vision, at least at one area of the map, they're gonna have nowhere to fight. It might not even fight around the Roche. Have an area ready. Once the enemies get the Roche, you need to have that as well. And you can see NoSorry are kind of expecting a smoke to go full way, because, you know, HellRaisers, they don't have anything to lose. They're gonna go all the way.
Full on 5 versus 5 smoke. Wards placed on the high ground. HellRaisers looking for the Hail Mary play, and it could still work for them. Manic's the one to be caught. Dust is there, but the BKB's gonna be come up faster. Marcy with the blink and jump onto the next assassin. Strike will take him down. Miro on the run onto the high ground. Rabel's gonna be in the back as well. Watson needs a bit more time. Last year going, got the lasso. Invoker needs some help. Watson still trying to disengage. Invoker in the middle, getting stun controlled, and will be taken down. Rabel down as well. And now following down is going to be Malady falling. Yon dropping low, but the feeds grip onto the Morphling. That should be game, as that is a full-on team wipe. There's nothing left. There's no buybacks. There's no nothing. There's just a base to take, but rather just tap out. The GG call does come out, and NoSorry will be taking game number 1 from HellRaisers.
Yep. HellRaisers there, you know, I thought maybe they were gonna be a bit more conservative in approaching that fight, but I think they understood, and I think it was now thinking back, it was the right call. You know that your best bet is to fight right now in a position that the enemies will not expect. If the enemies get the Aegis or get themselves set up around the Roche area, get the Aegis, even if you're in a high ground, even if you get a better position than this one, the lead will be insurmountable for you. So it was probably already, but at least a little bit less insurmountable than it would have been if the Aegis was in hand of NoSorry. So HellRaisers, nice attempt there, but you could see NoSorry, they were understanding how they need to play this game. They were focusing the Nyx in the fights. They know that this is the only thing that can make it work for them. They destroyed the Morphling early on, and most importantly, they made the TA super powerful. Dream, he did not screw anything up. He played a perfect game with the resources that he was given, and he was given too much. So 15-0 and 14, definitely a solid performance, but NoSorry, the rest of the team set it all up perfectly.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was still a game where you actually kind of enjoyed HellRaisers, they got an idea about what NoSorry wants to do, but I think they just got cheesed with the laning stage a bit too much and falling behind. They couldn't really play their own game of Dota. But I saw some good moments from Watson and Miro, especially going with Rabel to save the Timbersaw's lane. Keep holding on to that lane at least and try to make a play from there. NoSorry just kind of understood what HellRaisers wanted to do, how they can get the best out of their own laning stage, and how to shut the HellRaisers down, basically. So very good read of the game, very good understanding of the draft as well, and phenomenal laning stage play from NoSorry. I don't think we're going to be seeing that Marcy again.
Yeah, probably not. I'm actually baffled that HellRaisers let it through. You're probably seeing yourself as the better team. Will that be the case? Well, this series will tell. But you're seeing yourself as a better team. You don't want to get cheesed, and it just happened. I actually was afraid for a second for NoSorry once Rabel got the solo kill in the mid lane. That shouldn't happen. Invoker does well against the Ember, but a solo kill should definitely not go there that way. And then he killed the Batrider twice, which was amazing, and his move towards the bottom lane failed. I think that was when HellRaisers started being in a bit of trouble, and they went a bit too aggressive. Rabel could have waited. NoSorry, they were definitely in a kind of let's just dive them scenario. So I kind of feel like they would have gone through with the dive yet again, even with the Invoker missing off the map, but they decided not to do it. And then Rabel, with that move failing, that was the most important move to actually bring down the TA a notch. After that, it was too hard. The supports were always in her face, giving her all of the info necessary to stay safe.
Well, let's see if HellRaisers can come up something different with the draft. Maybe close down that Marcy from NoSorry. Maybe take it for themselves. Let's see what happens. But after the break, as we head on to game number 2. See you in a bit.